Hey, hello, my good people, and welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for your support. This is Victor T, and of course, I'm always with
Habib Boy, the counselor.
yes, and also psychologist. You cannot forget that. I hope you guys are good, Mr. Missy.
Yes.
There's this thing that have been happening all over. It has been on everybody's lips, eh? Akisema ni kugumu, ni kugumu. I don't know whether you have experienced this one, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something, it's something that
Yeah.
is there.
Yes.
Whatever people are making these days, to say the least, is never meeting the need.
Yeah.
The income and the need are very tight.
Yes.
Yes. So these days you don't find people saying that they are doing to get one person saying they are doing fine these days.
Yes.
You take time.
It is very hard.
It takes time.
And that's why I want us actually today we talk about how to survive in hard economic times. That is what I want us to look at into today.
Yes.
That is our topic today. So when we talk about that, what are the affordable ways can we apply so that we can survive in these hard times?
I think the easiest thing, first of all, to do anytime you find yourself in a tight situation.
Yes.
Even when you look at some trees, sometimes when they drought, they shed their leaves fast.
Yes.
So that they cannot continue losing water. Yes, so that when again rain comes, now they spring again. So in trees and the animals, sometimes they hibernate when the economies are, their economies are not good, like they sunny, they winter, what. So even animals go in and out, hibernate and come out and all these things.
Yes.
So we don't expect we as human beings to proceed with our normal life even when times are hard. Yeah, so we need to know what to cut. We need to size down on our living, daily living. And then we also need to do a revision of our expectations. We cannot just continue to say that we are expecting whatever our expectation was this month, this year must stay the same. No, we have to cut on our expectation. We have to put some on hold.
Yes.
Yes, because times we not always be like this.
Yeah, sure.
We can put some on hold, and when times are good, we cannot pick them up and now move to the direction we are moving.
So you're trying to say that there are some of the things that we need to cut.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the expenses.
Some of the expenses. For example, if maybe I'm living in town and all my food I used to get it from the supermarket.
Yes.
Which might be now costly for this time. And maybe I have a home where I come from and they have food, maize and all these other things. I can now decide to pick them from there.
Yes.
And let's pick food from home. I stop buying. Maybe I'm living in a house of like 20,000, and when things were good, I did not feel ashamed to set down to a 10,000 rent house until times are good. So that's what I'm saying. You cut on here, you cut on there, you cut so that you can survive. Yes, waiting for the good time.
Oh yeah, of course. Probably there's somebody who is asking him or herself that what are these things? I mean, what are these things that I need to probably to forego? Because I remember when we were in school, we were learning about wants and needs. Wants and needs. Are they the same thing, or are we supposed to, like, which one are we supposed to do away with them?
These are different things. For me, these are things that you need to survive on. These are you cannot live without.
Okay, they are basic.
They are basic. These are primary. But they are one. Ones are things that add flavor to our life that we can do without because other people don't have some of those things.
Yeah.
Yes. So like food, everybody must have food. Regardless whether they are rich, whether they are poor, whether they are in the middle. So that is a need. Everybody must have water. That is a need. Everybody must at least cover their body with clothes. That's a need. Regardless of their hierarchy in society, everybody must cover themselves. Others may cover themselves with a 1 million government, others with 100 shillings.
Mhm.
But the bottom line is they cover themselves.
Yeah.
But now want is when now I have a TV the size of my wall.
Yeah.
That's a one.
Mhm.
I have a car, and I'm buying another one because the
Yes.
other one is not making me feel good.
Okay.
Those are one.
Mhm.
I have picked my children from a government school,
Yes.
which is free,
Uh-huh.
and taken them to an academy. I pay 80,000 per term. That's a one.
Uh-huh.
Because I can still get the education from a government school because other children are getting it from there.
Uh-huh.
So taking my child to 80,000 per term
Mhm.
is a need.
Yes.
I can cut on that.
Yeah.
Yes, I can cut on that. I can cut on the car. I can. Sometimes even when you have your own car and you have been using it to travel every time, you can post
Yes.
about traveling with the car because you fuel that car.
Yes.
You use now fare
Mhm.
to go to work. You are cutting on a lot of things.
Mhm.
The only thing you will need not to cut on is
Yes.
food, shelter,
Mm. The one.
clothing,
Uh-huh. The needs only.
the need,
Uh-huh.
and maybe these days education is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the education of your children, you cannot cut on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's not like you cannot cut, but you cannot stop it completely. You can get them from this academy to be
Mm.
according to the prices,
Yeah.
but you cannot completely stop them from going to school. It's a crime in Kenya right now. Yes, but you can be jailed for that.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So in such situation now, there's somebody who will think that, I know life is hard. I know the economic is not favorable, but I think I should take a loan. Is it advisable, by the way? Is it advisable to
It
take a loan in such hard times?
Yes and no,
Uh-huh.
because it is going to depend on why you are taking the loan.
Okay.
Because why I'm taking the loan, it could not be the reason why you may want to take the loan.
Yes.
So you cannot have a blanket judgment and say nobody should take a loan.
Mhm.
The loan that is good, in my perception, is the kind of loan where you are getting a loan to expand on something that is already running.
Okay.
Yes.
Like business.
You have a business that is already running,
Yeah.
or you have a project that is already running, so you know the expectation of that business,
Yes.
how it brings money in, and how you expend money on it and how it gives money. So you already have the picture of how you are going to pay that loan because you're already in the business that you're coming now to pump in the money. What I would want someone to do right now is take a loan to start a business. Because you don't know anything about the business, you don't know whether the business will peak. So at the end of the day, you find yourself without the money. So the hard economic times that you wanted to help with the loan,
Yes.
now plus a loan you are paying that you already eaten the money. Because you can pick a loan at this time and find that you have more bills in your house than starting a business. And so you take a loan and use it in recurrent bills. So at the end of the day, you don't have a business, you don't have the loan, life is still hard, and now you are paying a loan, and you are still in the hard time.
So you don't need to take a loan to start a fresh, maybe a fresh business.
When you find yourself in a hole, you are falling in a hole. The one thing you can do is to continue digging that hole. Yes. Taking a loan when you're already broke. It's like now digging a hole that you found yourself in. So you are sinking deeper. Yes.
And okay, hapo mbele we have talked about the wants and needs.
Yeah.
When do we get this balance between wants and needs?
The balance is when you can cater for the need.
Okay.
And the need, you are okay with the need. Maybe your family is okay, and maybe the area of need, and all these other things. Now that's where you think now, which one am I now going to bring in to add flavor? To add flavor now to our lives because we already have the basic. And then you say maybe we may need a car to add flavor to this life because you can afford it. So the balance is when can you afford a lifestyle?
Okay.
Yes. For example, you cannot go for a 52-inch TV
Mm.
when he's left hungry 2 days.
Sure.
So the balance is
Mm.
when can I afford
Mm.
to flavor my
Mhm.
life?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So, I'm trying to think,
Mm.
once you are passing through these hard economic times,
Yeah.
some people you may realize that they're having a stress,
Mm.
and some of them even end up being a depression and all that. And this one probably, if it is a family man or just somebody that who has a family,
Mm.
can this situation bring some crisis in the family?
Yeah, you can bring crisis because
Mm-hmm.
it starts with an individual. When the
Yes.
individual
Mhm.
expected a lot,
Yes.
but the income is not able to support the vision and
Yeah.
the goals that this person has, but he still hangs on that,
Uh-huh.
doesn't want to cut down.
Uh-huh.
He uses phrases like I must, I ought to,
Uh-huh.
I will, I do, or that these are. Now that one start now cracking their head
Uh-huh.
because now the mind is telling the guy,
Uh-huh.
according to the resources we have,
Uh-huh.
we cannot do the things you are saying, and he is forcing the mind.
Okay.
We have to do this.
We have to
We have
do
to.
this. Uh-huh.
So he started getting headache,
Uh-huh.
anxiety,
Uh-huh.
you see, depression,
Uh-huh.
because he is expecting things that are not realistic, and the brain cannot. You cannot lie to the brain. The brain knows what you make and what you can get.
Yes.
And so in between there is depression because what you want and what you can get, the brain is telling you it is not possible. So now when you are depressed and you
Yes.
have a family,
Mm.
obviously when you have chaos inside yourself,
Mm.
you come now and steal the chaos in your home.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Now if you have a spouse now is also going through other chaos in your life,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and now they have spilled theirs and you have spilled yours,
Mm.
so the house is full of chaos.
Uh-huh.
You may even start smelling divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of unrealistic
Mm.
expectations.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So it can even come to divorce.
Okay.
Sometimes it can even to bodily harm. People even fight, even kill other people, they kill each other.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because maybe the wife has got a lot of expectations from the husband.
Yes.
He tells you, why don't we have a car? Go and go have a car. What?
Yes.
And this man is trying, he's pressed down. And his ego is touched. Every time a woman tells her husband, why are you not like this? Their ego is touched.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes the child can kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to imagine a situation whereby you as a family man has set the standard of your family. Hapo uko juu kabisa. And then these situations now set in.
Yeah.
How will you tell, or how will you tell your family members, of course, your family, that now life is a little bit hard. Now tushuke, tutoke pale tushuke. So if we were using a maybe private vehicle, we are going to use a public vehicle. If you are doing this one, we are going to move out of the apartment that you are living in and all that. How will you deliver this message to the family?
When you tell them that you are going to cut down on expenditure and expectation, they may not like you.
Yeah.
They may not like it.
Yes.
They may
Very
not
true.
take it kindly. Neither will they like it when they find out themselves.
Yes.
Even if you don't tell them, they will still find out. Because they will see the standards are coming down, whether you told them or not.
Yes.
They will see now we are not using the car. Now we are not doing this.
Yes.
So whether you told them or not, they will still find out. When they find out for themselves, they will again beat you. So it is either you tell them they don't like you for it, or they find out themselves still they don't like you. They don't really like you for it. So you choose. They find out or you tell them.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
And the problem is when they find out for themselves, they may accuse you of misusing money somewhere else, or because you didn't explain anything to them about why are we coming down. So when they found out themselves, they may even think you have another home, you have another women, you have other things you are doing because you never came out clean. Yes. So the best thing is for you just they won't like you, neither will they like you. They find out.
Okay. So the best thing is to tell them.
Yes, tell them is the reality who is running because of that, let them run. You know, if there's anybody who is running because they are coming down, then it means they were just materialistic. So don't worry about that. If I tell you we are coming down and you leave me, then I just know you are materialistic woman. So in fact, you help me to understand you. So I don't think it's a very big agenda.
Okay. Thank you so much. We are just about to wrap it up. But just before this one, there's this question now I wanted to ask you just before we leave. But I want to talk to our audience that for them to continue supporting us, continue subscribing. If you are new here, consider subscribing, consider sharing this video, consider liking this video, and I will be so glad. Mr. Hamisi, there is of course even I myself probably I don't understand this. There is this phrase that people talk about this, you know, living within your means. What do you understand with that one?
Within your means, is sitting down and doing an audit.
Yes.
Of all income, every avenue of income that comes to you. Because people have more than one. Others have one, others have two.
Yes.
All avenues. You come with an audit. This is what I make. And then on this other page, you come with your recurrent expenditure. Maybe monthly, maybe year. Not the people who are paid per year. Once per year, salary is once per year, not monthly. So, according to your style of paying, you decide what span of time are you going to do.
Okay.
So, if you are a weekly paid, you can do a weekly audit and a weekly expenditure.
Yes.
If you are a monthly paid, you can do a monthly income and a monthly expenditure. So, in this audit, this is my money, this is my expenditure. This money and this money must at least balance. You don't need to borrow money to live.
Okay.
Yes. You don't need to borrow money to survive on.
Okay.
Yes. So if this money you are making is not even meeting your current budget, then this budget needs to be slashed.
Okay.
Yes.
So that you can live within your means.
So that you can live within. You know, the means you're talking about are your income.
Yes.
These are the means you're talking about. So if this expenditure is taking 3 times this income, then you need to slash this income and this expenditure.
Yes.
At least to balance. And it doesn't have to balance 100 like level. The expenditure must be down from income because you still need to save 20% of the income. So living within your means is making sure your expenses are below your income.
I didn't know that. So thank you so much, Mr. Hamisi. Unless you have the, just closing remarks.
I might just say we are together in this. All of us are here. We're not just talking about Kenya. Other countries are worse. People who travel, they can tell you other countries are worse.
Yes.
And the goodness of this matter is that there's no season that is here to stay. We have the rain season, we have the sunny season, we have good economic times, we have other bad ones like the one you're going through right now. So all is not lost. Like, don't do all your decisions based on this passing situation. Things are still going to be fine in the near future. In the meantime, let us live between within our means and even a little slightly below our income, so that at least we don't find ourselves borrowing to survive. Because when we find ourselves borrowing to survive, then our salary of next month will not be able to pay that loan because already again it is not enough for our current budget.
Yes.
So we start sinking into debt, and after that we are wasted.
Yeah.
So hauko peke yako, watu wako kwa hiyo maneno. People are going to do the same thing. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Hamisi, for coming through. And from me, it's a bye bye for now until we meet in the next video. Bye bye.